Hello, beautiful person watching this. I'm so happy that you're here. Welcome back to another Slay the Spire Ascension 20 Defect run. Having a look. There's a very late 3 elites to the right side there. Unfortunately, I actually don't have to go to the shop there. You can take 2 campfires. So that looks great. So I take a rare relic, lose all my gold, and get a Torii. Whenever we take 5 or less unblocked attack damage, we will reduce that number to 1. Pretty good against the Guardian. I was happy to see that here. It's not that great in Act 1 against the other bosses, really. If you can weaken Hexaghost, then it can be quite good against the multi-hit, but the Defect usually can't. But Guardian does the 5x4 hit, which will get reduced to 1x4, which is great. Took a rebound. A nice solid early attack common. And defrags here versus a cold snap. I am slowly getting away from the always take defrag mentality. Finally. It is obviously really good, but it turns out, like right this second, it is worse than cold snap. That's definitely true. But obviously, it's one of those cards that is already fine and then only gets better and better and better. Very important card. So I can get away with it, so I take it. And these are not great. Boot sequence is a bit awkward in Act 1, as the elites and boss don't hit you on turn 1 ever. And that's pretty awkward. It's still a good card, but usually you want it a bit later, and you want to have more reliable, good turn 1s. If you're just wasting a card to block for 10, that can be a bit awkward. Kind of like Backstab, but it's better than Backstab, usually. I find the boot, increasing any unblocked attack damage we deal to 5 if it's less than 5. So we have the reverse relics there. And gold-plated cables are here. Your rightmost trigger, or your rightmost orb triggers an additional time. That's excellent. But unfortunately, it prevents us from playing Zap or Defrag here, because if we do, it'll wake us up. I actually just go for it then. So I was aware that it would happen. I didn't just play the Zap and then, oops, forgot about gold-plated cables. I've certainly done that in my life. But I got there, and unfortunately kind of a bad hand here. But next turn should be good. The boot! Defrag, of course, good here, and now that we have this relic triggering the orb additional time, the focus is going to be extra good. So very happy about the defrag now. And take a reinforced body, some solid block. We need more density of block in our deck. Going this way to take the 2 elites. Feeling confident, it seems, somehow, with 19 health. Take a loop. Sure. With a defrag plus and gold-plated cables, we just really want to juice this front orb, it seems. And I'm hoping to kill Gremlin Knob quickly here. We did find a bag of marbles, applying 1 vulnerable at the start of each fight, which is great here. And having a quick look, if I don't play dual cast here, I am unable to get out, unless I am wrong about that. Seems I am wrong, wow. Past me was very good at math. So I had the vulnerable still, so I could get out there without playing dual cast, and took 3 less damage for it, which is great. And if I had a dead branch, every time we exhaust a card, we get a random, every time we exhaust a card, get a random card into our hand. That's excellent. And also found a cold snap. And here we go. There's another defrag here, but I'm about to go into Guardian and a super elite. And that extra scaling just isn't what I need here. I need a nice, fast, girthy block card. And I buy Equilibrium instead. Equilibrium's of course a good card, but it's no defrag. But we already have defrag. And I stand by the statement that the reason that we made it alive, or out alive in Act 1 here, is because of this purchase. In fact, we'd be dead right here, right? This turn. If that was a defrag. So rewarded. I can play Zap and then dual cast the Frost Orb. So I'm taking a very maniacal path, trusting the process here, and getting rewarded. sometimes you get rewarded. And I'm probably going to rebound. I could have played Strike. This was a small mistake. Could have played Strike and then rebounded the Reinforced Body, so I missed whatever amount of damage. 6. But I wanted the Reinforced Body on my top of my deck next turn. And this defrag with a Frost Orb, plus a loop, plus gold-plated cables is so much block by itself. Really juicing it. I knew that this elite couldn't be super elite Gremlin Knob, which is why I was so comfortable taking it. And now I can put a Lightning Orb in the front and it'll kill in 2 turns. So we did it. Made it through in the back of Equilibrium there. Eternal Feather is here, healing us whenever we visit a rest site, and we've had another defrag anyway. So, a very beautiful sequence of events here. And that 9 health will probably allow us to rest. I mean, not rest, of course. Sorry, a bit tired today. And a very bad turn 1. So having a look here, can we split or not is the question. And doesn't seem like it. Defrag, Zap, Dual Cast is probably the most damage, since we need to have a Lightning Orb, but we also want to play Dual Cast. That would be 30, I believe. We need to do 37, 38, 37. So I just block instead, and go defend, Reinforced Body, and block for a lot, but not a comfortable amount, I would say. And the ultimate game plan here is put Defrag in play, and then put a Frost Orb in the front. And once we have a Frost Orb in the front, we're definitely fine. And that's a very bad hand, but we do have a leap in there still, thank goodness. Go down to 1, or 5 rather, take 1. And now I can Reinforce Body. So the good block cards we took are coming in handy here, of course. Defect really needs that early block. It is so important. And now I can go Cold Snap, Zap, Dual Cast, and that's putting a Frost Orb in the front. So now we win. But it was obviously very spooky till then. I was expecting to be able to block or split, and I didn't, you know, didn't quite get there on the block, but I at least stayed alive. And I rebound the Defend Plus, have it next turn. I'm already blocking for 18 with that 1 Frost Orb. That is kind of crazy. I'm actually full blocking the entire defensive stance phase just by passing already. Actually, with 2 Frost Orbs, I'm full blocking the entire fight, except for the 36 hit. What can you do about that? And so Echo Form is here, but my god is it greedy. Double Defrag is already so much scaling, and Echo Form is just another hard card to put in play. It's 3 energy, and Runic Pyramid is here, and so this took me a while to consider here. We have such a drastic need for energy right now. We need to put these cards into play and not die in the process. And taking Runic Pyramid just seems absolutely insane here. Like, if we just had 1 turbo, I think it'd be fine. But we might just die to the first, like, 3 Act 2 hallway fights if we don't take energy here. So I do take Runic Dome. Ew! Disgusting. Now we can't see enemy intents anymore. But it's 4 energy. So who cares what enemies are doing if you're putting Echo Form in play and winning every fight that way? Everything's fine. So I was thinking about the other path, but I don't want the early shop because I don't have that much gold, so I changed my mind and went this way instead. There's a shop at the end there. There we go. Much better. Can't see what the birds are doing. And this already saved me 8 health having the energy. It's crazy. Got a cold snap first because that doubles, even though I'd like to rebound the cold snap probably. Got there. It's already down to 35. Typical Act 2. Didn't draw either copy of Defrag in the first 2 draws. Very sad. The boot! We did it. Skill pot's okay, but probably not better than our current potions. Definitely really good potions. And capacitors here, another insanely greedy card. But the other ones weren't very good, and like I realized at some point that I was going too far the other way. I'm actually on, this is coming off of a huge loss streak as the defect. This run right here. I just decided to spend all day yesterday running it down, essentially, and losing and losing and losing as the defect, just not taking more than 5 seconds per decision and losing 10 plus runs in a row probably. RIP my win rate. And yeah, just it's one of my favorite pastimes is just running it down as defect, building pattern recognition, I suppose, and just trying to like understand new things about it while dying over and over. Why did I die that time, etc. So now when I really lock in, I have some better understanding of what I'm doing. Have to take a curse here, down to 7 health, by the way, and we find bites. So this run is looking pretty doomed as well, obviously. But, and then now we get upgraded all strikes right after, removing all of our strikes, but I can remove the decay, which is actually good. So saved. And then Eternal Feather is cooking. Sustain is very important. Gotta find that self-repair or some sustainer like a lot of the time. We also found bites, of course, which will heal us, but going into slavers here, for example, that wouldn't be enough healing. So yeah. Slavers are here. We're at 19 health with a very greedy deck, and they're hitting us for 34 damage, probably. So when you're against slavers, do not hesitate to use everything in your arsenal to get out. Slavers are possibly the hardest fight in the game, in a lot of runs, anyway. Of course, they are not harder than the heart, but you're also facing them like 30 floors earlier than the heart, is the thing, obviously. So both potions down, just to kill that right slaver there. Still down to 10 health. And get back Equilibrium. So hugely rewarded for buying this Equilibrium. It's been very good performance so far by that card. Like, even if all it did was keep us alive against that one log of one fight, that would already be, you know, it's done its job. But it continues to be a very solid block card. It's like, if you love Flame Barrier as Ironclad, why don't you love that card, right? And slowly biting our way back to health there, up to 18, so not too bad. Found a potion belt with 0 potions, that's not very good here. But it could be good later. And I'm considering doing any of these cards. We're already doing plenty of damage if we have our powers in play. No need to take a bad Strike Plus card, just to do a little bit more damage. And what to upgrade? Upgrading Capacitor or Loop seems kind of crazy, because we already have so much scaling. Why would you need more? So I upgraded Equilibrium instead. And we did take this path with a lot of campfires, wisely, and now there's nothing really better to upgrade other than the loop and whatnot now. So, cards that make bigger number. Don't want to make sure we scale for the champ as well, so. It's all very tight. Like, yes, it made sense last floor to upgrade a different card, but now we only have the good scaling cards to upgrade. Hologram Cold Snap instead. And we did find a bronze scales, reflecting some damage, hence the bird took 1 billion damage there. Very nice. Poor bird. Took a bit of damage there where I didn't have to in theory, but wanted to play the defrag, of course. Glacier's really good. I think we just took one of those, by the way. Insane card. Thinko form and focus. We are chilling. We're just trying to find bites to heal for as much as possible. It is hurting itself, sadly. But yeah, back up to 48, so we've kind of made it through here, it seems. And turbos here, that's really good. Gonna be having huge, expensive hands a lot of the time. And also Dead Branch, which will be making random cards. Even more reason. Can hold off on Capacitor for now, it's not doing anything with no orbs. Decided not to play Echo Form here. Bit too slow. I may have been getting attacked there. Maybe I want the Beam Cell. Nope, just full block it. I'm actually not full blocking it, they're hitting me. Take 1. That's okay with that. And Glacier's here, really good card. Gonna take that. See a Glacier, pick a Glacier, as they say. Book Stabbing, a little bit spooky. Do have bronze scales for it. And did the bad pattern too. That's the big hit on turn 1, which is the worst, because it would hit you for 7 times 2 if it didn't do that. Definitely would have preferred the multi-hit there. Gotta defend, of course. There's a Glacier, that seems good. So it's a rare situation where we're actually able to kind of outblock the Book of Stabbing. Now it's hitting for 24 again. Should have bit instead. That's a mistake. Bited. See, that's an interesting language thing. Because we're not biting, we're playing the card bite, which we say is biting. You know what I mean? It's like shoutouts. Like, you don't say shouts out, you say shoutouts, even though and you can't say outs plural. So that doesn't make sense because you say shouts plural, but still shouts out sounds wrong because it's shoutouts. You know what I mean? Comment below if you know what I mean. And another very interesting shop here. Anchor is here, and I love me an Anchor. Huge respect here buying it over Clockwork Souvenir. Obviously, if I had a bias cog already, I would take the Clockwork Souvenir, but we don't know we're going to find one of those. And so, definitely the Anchor will be better here. It's close even if you have bias cog, I would argue. Anchor is really good. And so I'm not sure what Champ is doing to me here, but my plan here is to just double every good power in my deck. So I'm just going to pass every turn and only play powers when I can double it. And that should win. Also, I took a Darkness. Darkness kills Champ. So this is interesting. I double play the Equilibrium, so I'm going to keep my hand for 2 turns now. I knew I was going to draw a turbo with the 0 cards in my draw pile, so I could still get cards back. Then this turn I can get whatever I want to get back next turn. And then next turn I could play it double. So doubling the capacitor here. Doubling capacitor plus is the best feeling in this game, probably. Just seeing all those warp slots appear. Oh. It's like so satisfying. And gonna have one of the biggest dark orbs you've ever seen in your life. Poor champ, man. This is brutal. This is what we made the deck for. Like, we took the runic dome, so we didn't immediately die. And this is what it looks like when we actually play our cards. And I'm getting... It's not even greedy here, but I'm being all lame, I suppose. I am passing to bite more, because on Ascension whatever, plus, you only heal for 75% of your missing health. And so, can maximize our health here very easily by just passing and playing bites. It's not something I normally partake in, but I was very interested in winning. I lost a bunch yesterday, and then this was today, earlier. So I let it all marinate, slept it off, and then woke up and won pretty quickly. Very nice. And yeah, I have a 6/6/6 orb. Very bad omen for the champ here. Goodbye. And Fission versus Seek. Let me tell you, I am really into Fission lately. Insane card. But we do have an Echo form that's pretty important to get into play, and I have, you know, I kind of need to take the Seek, I think. It's just really good. But my god, is this Fission good as well. Don't get it twisted. I wanted to click Fission so badly also, because it's kind of like a newfound love for me right now. And then Inserter is here. And the other two is just more energy, which would be fine, but I don't want to get a curse, and I don't want to only be able to play 6 cards a turn. Although that may have been fine. So take the Inserter, more scaling. It's a bit slow, but it's fun. And definitely, you know, a large part of the reason I'm taking these things is this Eternal Feather in particular. Definitely huge, and the bites are pretty helpful as well. Just a nice amount of sustain, so that we can kind of get away with being a bit slow, and then healing it back. But you just have to be sure that you don't die in one fight. That's definitely possible at this point with the damage output of the enemies. And only 49 max health is very low. So if we walk into like the triple Jawworm fight, or Darklings even, could actually just die if we draw badly. Our potions aren't great. Firepot is kind of good in those sort of situations, but would like some card that like bails us out. Gambor's Brew or the Draw Pot, stuff like that. So already have the green key, trying to decide what I want to do. Look at how, like, I'm not just showing you what path I'm taking, I'm like actually thinking about it. It's a little bit unusual. Most useful anchor. Don't play Equilibrium. There's Electro now. My plan was to play Glacier next turn though. I may just now play Electrodynamics. Time retaining. Just play Electro. It's fun. Inserter feels really cool as well. Like a double blade zap there. Taking it slow. Correct to not attack here because of, or not attack the right one because of Inserter. If you leave it on 1 at the end of the fight, then you make an orb at the start of the next fight. Chill looks really good. Nice fast orbs and also exhaust for Dead Branch. I seem to want orb more than focus. So it would have been 1 8 orb instead of 2 6 orbs. Makes sense. Oh my god. Double playing capacitor plus, man. That's gaming right there. That's what gaming is. There's just certain things in games that just hits different, you know. Any melee players out there, when you playing Falco and you like wave land on the top platform after, or wave shine on the platform as Falco? Stuff like that. And in this game, other classes as well. Ironclad doing the 100 strength Reaper, healing to full health. Ah, it's very nice. A little bit slow here. Didn't put any focus in play. There we go. I could have gotten away with not playing that. I know that I'm trying to make my focus the highest number possible, while also winning. Took 1, setting for 35 it seems. So much Dark Orb. Dark Orb upgrade would be good, of course. Darkness upgrade. Definitely, you know, evoking the passive with this much focus is a good effect. But I don't think we need to do that. Sometimes you need the damage. And Cabal Driver looks pretty good. Time to start drawing cards. Already have a loop. This guy sucks. And we can't see its intents, guys. This enemy is possibly the most brutal to not have the ability to see intents for, since it can curse you. And we don't know if it's going to curse us. So, of course, in case you're unaware, on turn 1, its first intent cannot be the curse, although if you hit it, it could turn into the curse. But then after that, it's free game. It's either cursing us right now, or it's going to be cursing us after we hit it, and we have no way to know. Which means you can at least not care, you can just hit it, because it's like, there's some weird math stuff. Oh my god, down to 6. Oh yeah, we're not finding our good cards here, so that was very spooky, but now we got there. So 6 health all of a sudden, it's looking very spooky again. Kind of bias cog, but don't really want to even play it. So you have no damage in play. Okay. So it did the small hit that makes it have block, so now we can't even do damage to it, which is really bad because it could just curse us. Didn't curse us, thank goodness. And gotta play the bites, of course. It could be cursing us right now, we have no way to know. Ew! This is going about as poorly as possible. Took a billion damage and got cursed. And you can see it the way I'm playing as well. It's like, just don't know what to do. And so now I'm trying to bite more, but seems a bit ambitious. Could curse us again if I pass, and it won't die to 1 more bite because malleable stuff. So I just make another lightning orb and get out. I probably could have gotten away with doing it. And interesting choices here. We have so much sustain already. Self-repair really good. Also, there's another loop plus, but is that good? Do we need more loop? Do I actually skip? That's kind of crazy. I think loop plus is correct, or I take another equilibrium actually. That makes sense. So yet again, I'm taking equilibrium over the good scaling cards. And yeah, you gotta learn when to rein it in a little bit. I did say earlier, I think, that I have been leaning too into like not taking the good scaling stuff enough lately. I've been a little bit too like Act 1 focused with my deck building, which helped me not die in Act 1 as much as I used to. But now I gotta, okay, take the really good cards again, right? And this is very spooky triple jawworm fight here. We can't do damage to them. Pretty bad hand. This is looking lethal as well. I killed one, blocked as much as I can. Down to 10. Ouch. Still can't kill it. Oh my god. This is so losable. They're both going to be hitting us now, which is very scary. And there's Echo Form. We can't play that, unfortunately. Ooh, another shield was hit there. That's really good. Should have played auto shields. I guess it didn't matter. I passed there without blocking. Actually, did not mean to do that, surely. Past me is getting a little bit out of focus, I think. He needs to lock in for us. So that's very spooky. I think that was the wake-up call moment. Normally when something like that happens, alright, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta pay attention. Another Glacier's here, Snap Picket. Really good card. Insane good card. Give us the Frost Orbs. And I decided not to take the Elite and go right. There's a couple campfires to heal us a lot, so we're once again, take a nice breather here. There's a Core Surge, but again, I don't have Bias Cog, so it's not that important. Consider buying Regen Pop. I'm very scared still. But, of course, remove a Parasite. And now we're down to 46 max health, so that's, you know, getting lower and lower here. And probably upgrade Chill. Make sure we can have it in our opening hand. Have to key a Toy Ornithopter, unfortunately. And oh man, this fight. We almost just died of Jawworms. Do I take this fight? I do. And I should have used all 3 potions immediately, I think. Because these potions are not that valuable, but I forgot. And I was like, oh god. So, still not fully locked in, although this was like, at least I realized it right away. So yeah, definitely use them. Should have waited on the fire pot till I knew it actually mattered, the damage. That's okay, that down to 24. Just got there because of the strength. And we can't play Echo Form, but it's okay. We only got 1 Orb Walker left. Whew. This fight's obviously brutal. You are expected to be going very fast in this fight to not die to it. I love taking the big cards. "25 strength already. It's basically cultist, but it also burns you, right? It's a reasonable way to think about it, I think. Has like double cultist health. And Gambling Chip is our rare relic, so rewarded, allowing us to pitch our any number of cards we want in our opening hand to draw that many, helping us smooth out our draws here. And I'm trying to go big against Giant Head here, so I actually been a defrag there. That's very questionable. And I do it again here. This is a huge mistake, actually. I was trying to like swag on Giant Head basically and like double all my powers like I did to the champ, but not quite fast enough, unfortunately. And yeah, very, very scary. Don't have the hologram in our draw pile anymore to get good cards back. So this is going to get awkward very quickly here. This is called a hubris moment, I think. What? So we are at... And I'm not playing Equilibrium because it's too awkward to double it. I need to actually draw the cards that are good again. So taking 4 down to 1 here, I think. Okay, and now we're taking 45, and we need to actually block this. I can't... There's something in my discard pile, so Hogger doesn't really do anything. Now I play it, get back a Chaos, and yeah, now we're taking like 25 damage, 23 damage. Ouch. And still no focus here. This is not good. Should have played Capacitor there, probably. Oh, never mind, I'm keeping it. That makes sense. There we go. Playing cards. Pile Driver, probably. Try to find Glacier. I played Capacitor instead of blocking. Down to 1 health. Oops. I'm just throwing for content, obviously. Okay, now we're good. This is what we wanted to do in the first place. But that was very bad. And of course, now that we're here and we've walled up, we can just bite this head over and over. Get back the bites, play the bites. And I'm not playing Beam Cell on purpose because it might die too fast. The giant head damage does cap at 75, in case you did not know. Or 70? 70. Could have played Rebound on a bite there. I sometimes forget that, you know, Rebound is more than a strike past, like, Act 3. Just a bad habit of mine. That if you watch my runs, you'll actually see me do quite a lot, like Headbutt as well. It's like these cards that have utility outside of being Strike Plus. I tend to forget that they do that once I've stopped playing common attacks for the most part. And Data Disc is here, it's very good. Basically putting a copy of Defrag into play every fight. Regular Defrag, but still quite good. Considering which way to go. I'm now appreciating that if I walk into Reptomancer, I may die immediately. And that was also true walking into the last Elite, but it's a chance that I took. Now it's a 50-50 chance to be Reptomancer, which is extra spooky. And I buy Liquid Bronze for the heart fight. I know I can block a lot, but I'm not confident I can do enough damage to the heart, so do that. And Tiny Chest goes off, get a Strike Dummy. Absolutely useless here, increasing the damage of our strike cards. But that's okay. Could have been good. Mention my good cards, looking for Echo Form. Just put the good powers in play quickly so that I can start biting, is my thought process, I suppose. Although getting rid of the Frost Orb cards is kind of insane. Arguably. Lightning Orb's doing too much damage. Fighting up a bit here. Seek made a Seek made a Seek. That was crazy. And you know what's really insane here is Barrage Plus. And you know, there's one card that on the Defect that I can identify when I normally wouldn't be thinking about it. it's Barrage. I'm sure there's plenty of cards I should be clicking on when I don't. And vice versa, possibly. But I think it's mostly me not taking cards that I should be, rather than taking cards that I shouldn't be for over-the-board mistakes. I think that the cards I do take are usually good cards. I have a pretty good understanding of that, but I'm probably undervaluing a lot of cards that are a bit of a weirder niche card sort of thing. But Barrage Plus, of course, is huge when you have so many orb slots and you need a little bit of damage. We are not doing a lot of damage, we're just kind of tanking up with Glaciers and orb slots focus, and just a nice big finisher card. So that's actually dealing 60 damage, and if we double it with Echo Form, that's 120 damage for 1 energy, and we can even hologram it. So it is actually insane. Very strong. Equilibrium, if I want. Trying to scale a bit here, put my good powers in play after Echo Form. If I can get away with it. One, I think, yep. One's nothing. Now they're dealing 42. Gotta block a bit more. One more Glacier and we're good. Although the Dark Orb would go away then. Quick Glacier draw. I had the Barrage before playing an Orb card because it won't be doubled otherwise, which I need it to be. Or I want it to be anyway. So, looks like wrong order. Didn't make an Orb before playing it, but got a double, of course. Boo! I get dazed just to get out of my deck. Decide to put a lightning orb in the front so we can get out here. I was meant to actually wait a turn for Inserter, unfortunately, but that's okay. And it's Woke Bird. It's always Woke Bird. God, man. I will never get a Donu Deca plus Time Eater run in my life as Defect. Too easy. The game always has to make me fight this boss. I don't think Awakened one is particularly like overpowered or anything. It's just that against the Defect in particular, you tend to play a lot of powers, and it's just kind of a brutal fight. Very actually lucky getting multi-hit on turn 2 here, because if we got multi-hit this turn, it'd be really bad. And so now we have 2 more turns to hopefully start scaling away from this bird, and we also have to kill this cultist, which is beating the absolute piss out of us right now. Gonna be doing 21 this turn, and ouch, still can't kill it. And I think we're getting multi-hit again, so this is getting very bad. Can barely live. Very good. Actually, it was not much damage than I thought. I must have played no powers since the last time. And I really want to play this Echo Form. I do play the Echo Form. I can kill the other bird, that's why. And I can even seek for something good, Turbo. And now we're actually going to double this Turbo as well, because we played 2 more Echo Forms. I take the Void out. Gotta play this Glacier or Loop probably. Both. But now we should be good. Play the Defrag and the Capacitor. I don't want to play Equilibrium here, it's a bit awkward. Oh yeah, I could double the Barrage. So dealing quite a bit of damage here. The Beam Cell is paying off as well. Very cool to see that. There's a bit of a time skip as well. I had to AFK for like 5-10 minutes right before going into Donodeka. So there will be a bit of a time discrepancy going into Act 4. I actually forgot about it until right now because my cut that I already made was so clean. But yeah, you may notice a longer timer. Just clicking cards. Just clicking cards. So next cycle, I'm gonna draw this Barrage again. Double the Barrage, hologram the Barrage, double the Barrage again. Do 1 billion damage. And Flexpot's gonna be actually good against the Heart now with this Barrage. Unfortunately, didn't draw the Barrage here, but also didn't draw the hologram, so we can still do the thing. Calipers will be good here, by the way. 120 damage. 120 damage. Oh, and I can do it again. That's pretty good. But only once this time. That's a pretty good turn. Goodbye, Wookbird. The damage cards are weird to evaluate, because often you don't want to be taking cards that only do damage with a small benefit sometimes, but at the same time, if they do enough damage, like obviously the card said 0 energy, deal 200 damage, it would be absolutely broken. You take it every time and always win. And yet all it does is do damage. So every card lies somewhere on the spectrum. If it's dealing enough damage, it is still good no matter what point of the game you're in. So weird options here, considering Panic Button, which you can still gain block with orbs if you have Panic Button, which is why it's good. I actually take Strawberry, has 7 max health, just in case. I honestly think that's the most valuable thing there. Mainly because we were at 46 max health. His hand looks good to me. Might get rid of Defend, but I can seek for Echo Form or Turbo. Play Echo Form. And Anchor's going to be good here. We may take 33 damage here. Sometimes. Or just 21. Or no, it's 12. 12 or 33. I even play Consume, it seems. Nope. I get back Equilibrium, so I can Equilibrium again next turn. And then I also get back Turbo. And I got a double energy there, which is pretty good. So I'm gonna have a nice big turn this turn. So whatever card I play first is doubled, of course. That's why I'm not playing double energy immediately. I consume. Should have played double energy. Whoops. Found boot sequence. That's really nice. Found chill off that. That's really nice. Dead branch cooking. And now we're taking. If it didn't attack us on turn 1, we're taking 61. There we go. And now we're getting hit for 57 in the back here. Now 38 instead. So, need to block a bit more. Oh, no, we don't. Actually, we have gold-plated cables. So, this is going great. Taking 0 damage in 3 turns as a defect against this fight is unusual. but we are fast enough, and that's why Seek is so strong. If you find, you know, the scaling card but no energy gain, you just Seek for the energy gain, and vice versa. It makes your deck so smooth when you find it. Truly one of the best cards in the game. Absolutely. Our -1 strength here, sadly, by the shield. Only doing 5 damage per hit there. Ew. That's a hand. Good thing we have so much. This is the neat thing about the defect, is you can make number by ending your turn a lot of the time. Many characters like that situation would have just outright died to that horrible draw. And Sunder's a bit short here, but I can just Sunder and then Beam Cell, and that's fine. Takes me a moment to work that out, though, for some reason. I was a bit scared, but I got there. Of course, you want the Sunder to actually kill it so you can gain the energy, but in this case, it wasn't necessary. And I'm thinking about inserter number. I would like it to be on 1. So I can't kill it this turn. So now I'm going to pass. And then kill it next turn. It actually focused minus me, keeping it alive here, so it's actually helpful. That's funny. We wouldn't have been able to pass and have it live there if we didn't get focus minus. And I found a Vajra, giving us 1 strength. Actually pretty good with the Barrage. Unusually happy to see that as the defect, I would say. Found a Seek. Seek for the Echo Form. Unclear what else I meant to get here, to be honest. Still. Because obviously you'd like one of the good powers, but you also want to loop, or to double the good powers, right? And also Loop isn't doing anything yet. We don't have a Frost Orb in the front. It's probably supposed to be a Sender's Bane. I don't know what I take instead, though. It is a hard choice. Darkness is fine as well. I got rid of Cold Snap. I'd probably take Cold Snap if it was in here. It is a Sender's Bane. Nice. I got there. Me and this guy think just alike. My favorite joke, probably. Here we go. Possibly taking 67 damage here. And that's a very bad hand. So have to draw and hope that we hit something that blocks. Down Glacier and Hologram. That's good. So do that. And we're just living. I did luckily, question mark, do the multi-hit first. So now we are always taking 67 damage. Take 13. Unfortunately not drawing Capacitor. It's kind of bad, actually. So I'm gonna wait on the Glacier, it seems, until after I play Capacitor. Kind of crazy, actually. But I'm feeling confident here. Even getting rid of Slime there over playing Reinforced Body. I'm better at math in the past here than I am right now. Good math, good math. Now I'm taking 60. Actually, only 15 if it's actually hitting me because I have Tori. And the Bronze Scales are the... look at Bronze and Bronze Scales. Absolutely cooking. 6 damage per hit that we take. Huge. Play a Fusion. Sure. So we're blocking for 22 less per turn, just like that. But seems I want the energy here. Ow, made a Glacier with Dead Branch. That's pretty lucky, but found our other one anyway. And so I would love to play this Barrage first, but I think that playing the Glacier is too important. I don't think that was actually true, in hindsight. And I was considering maybe I should have used the thing. We haven't played Loop. Is that right? It's unfortunate. There's Loop. Now I double play Loop. And play one more Frost Orb or not, doesn't matter. So normally I think Loop's very important in this fight, but it seems I skipped it here for whatever reason. Maybe something else too pressing that happened. And now we can actually block. Let's start the turn. I flex pot the Barrage and deal a billion damage. But not killing. Should probably Equilibrium. Trying to find like how do I actually kill this next turn, because I'm scared of the multi-hit, but I think I'm living anyway. It'd be 9, maybe 120 damage. I think we can block. Double play stack. That's huge, actually. Thank you, Dead Branch. I'm definitely living, but I can also probably just kill it here. Nice, found another Barrage. So if we couldn't get out that turn, we would have just lived anyway. But pretty cool run there. Got the Torii boot kind of mirror there in the very beginning. Gold plate cables performing very well. Dead Branch performing very well. Eternal Feather. My god, what a relic that was. Healing for so much. And yeah, our very greedy starts. We realized what we needed. We needed more energy. We needed to be safe. And we took the safest paths and the safest relics and got there in the end. If you're still here, how have you not subbed? How have you not liked the video? Thanks so much for watching, hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a beautiful day.